A record turnout of almost 20,000 entries, 2 $1 million bounties, and now we play for a $1 million first place prize. And with that, we welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the 2025 World Series of Poker coming to you from the Horseshoe Events Center. And right off the bat, it's Acevedo with 2 queens.
Oh, baby.
Wow, he's hiding himself, huh?
Well, maybe it's just cold in there. You know, it's got everything on.
You think it's that cold under all these bright lights?
Yeah, probably quite chilly.
Oh, Kampen has ace queen.
I like this kid. Indiana native, born in Muncie, resides in Indianapolis. He must be a Purdue fan.
Went to Butler, excuse me. Went to Butler.
Yeah, he must be a Purdue fan,
studied
though,
finance
Jeff.
at Butler. No 3 bets on the button with the ace queen to 28 million.
That sizing, by the way, just to 28 million. He's got a hand that will absolutely call in the event that Acevedo shoves, which seems inevitable.
The writer of Modern Poker Theory.
There's a Modern Poker Theory?
According to Acevedo, there is.
Really?
I wonder if that theory includes jamming with queens here.
I bet it does.
Probably does. And there it is. There's the jam. Kampen asks for a count.
Pay jump, pay jump.
Wesley wants the pay jump. Which is worth a little bit more than $43,000.
So they can watch on the TV.
I can hear you, and the TV's right there. The camera's right there. They can zoom up.
I know, but
And
it's gonna be delay or what?
I don't know if it's live.
An hour delay.
Oh,
So
okay.
the TV also hour delay?
The TV?
All in here.
Oh, you mean like all in the
Yeah,
top?
yeah. They can see, right?
Kampen somehow finds a way. He does not.
wow.
He's going to call.
He's
Well,
in
that's-
there. 212 million in the middle, which is wild to say.
Almost.
It's about a quarter of the
I have
chips in
6-8
play.
of clubs. Almost go on it.
Ooh,
6-6-8.
set.
Acevedo the one at risk.
6-6-8.
What a spot for Acevedo. 70% favorite.
Hold.
So much money on the line.
Who covers here?
King 6-5, couple
I have a
spades, but overall pretty safe
It's working.
for Acevedo.
8.
What if there's another 6?
Spades are
Too bad
working.
you called it.
You have 6?
No.
But not anymore.
Most.
Have that.
The turn brings
Hold.
an oh so pretty 4 diamonds if you're Acevedo. Kampen looks for an ace to score the KO right off the bat. River card, though, is a jack. The queen's hold for the Costa Rican, and he becomes our new chip leader.
Yeah.
Wesley has a good one here in the form of the ace-king suited.
Yeah, that's playable.
Dynamite drop in again by Brent
All in.
Hanks.
16
He just rips
bigs
it in
and just
there.
open jams.
All in.
These cash game players, I don't think they know how to play that hand.
They have less than 100 bigs. They're
Right.
just all in.
They just assume you must shove.
Oh, and Michael's about to squeeze 2 10s.
Whoa. That is a qualifier. I think that equals call.
Can you count it, please?
Asked for a count.
Once he hears the price, I think Acevedo, this is a call. Wesley would do this with worse pairs, the 7s, 8s, 9s. And of course, as we can see, a variety of these ace-queen, ace-king type holdings, although ace-king suited. Just open rip.
$80 and $500.
Over.
And here we go, and Linda makes the call as well with the ace-queen suited.
I'm all in too.
So we're gonna have a three-way all-in. Acevedo's gonna be thrilled after Linda's snap
I'm
call.
suited. Ace queen suited.
We're gonna go. Ace king, 10.
Tens, ace king.
To see that his tens
Queen.
are up
I'm
against the
queen.
ace-queen
Or
and
I'm suited
ace-king.
with a spade. Spade.
Tens covers. Just put a 10 on the floor. On the flop.
Everybody else sitting at the table got to be thrilled. They're looking at a potential 100K pay jump.
She just snap calls. No, 10 I win. And then can win.
Wilklow can't believe it. He's got his hands up on his head.
Ace king.
He's trying to do the math and count the money. Potential double elimination.
Yes. Bravo.
Yeah, everybody not in the hand is making money right now.
Yeah. He's loving it the most for sure. There's like 35 mil.
Tens against the ace-queen suited against the ace-king suited.
Good luck.
Moss.
Wow.
Nope.
What a moment.
It's too lucky. He's gonna
If
lose this one.
Acevedo scores the double KO, it's
Queen.
Linda out in
Ace.
7th, Wesley out in
Jack.
6th, and it is
Nobody.
a clean
I
flop
got
for the
too
tens.
hard.
100K if 10s hold.
Acevedo becomes the massive chip leader if the tens do hold.
Queen.
Vamos.
One more left.
Oh.
One more card. Don't worry.
One
Namas.
card to come. Linda looks for a queen. Wesley looks for an ace or a king. Anything else? It's all Acevedo.
Queen.
River
Jack.
card is another jack, and it is a double knockout at this final table.
You got more. I got more, so I'm like
Good game,
sixes.
good going. No.
Two for the price of one. There goes Linda, 7th place, career
got a 100K
best
pay
score.
jump.
What a
Double KO.
story.
Double jump.
Double K, 100K pay jump.
Our family and friends are proud,
Good
and there
game.
goes
Good
Leslie.
left.
Good game.
6th place. He's going to take all that sweet cash to the nearest cash game that's running.
He's got like
Should be gone in a couple of
probably
hands.
close to.
Let's go.
He's got like
Biggest career
320. I
tournament
guess.
score for him as well. Talking to Wilklow, ace 10. Jams. Acevedo looks down at a premium, makes the call, and here we go.
All in a wrist behind. So many. Ace
Vamos,
10,
papá.
ace 10, ace king.
Ace king, ace 10.
It is
Acevedo.
hard to run this hot.
He could extend his chip lead
ace
to more
king?
than 400 million over anybody else.
Ace king versus ace 10.
Wilklow on the ropes.
Player's got ace king. Or ace king. Yeah.
Everybody else awaits about a $75,000
No.
pay jump. Imagine if you're Kampen. But we see a 10 in the window as it comes 10-9-6. Now it's Acevedo who needs the help.
He's just hoping for any paint on the turn.
No paint. As the turn is a 6. Only a king eliminates Wilklow.
Vamos. King. One time, vamos.
The Minnesota alum finds the double up in dramatic fashion.
Sit back down, you gophers.
Acevedo cannot stop getting involved. He has ace queen here.
Acevedo still deep. Just under 50 bigs, just under 40% of the chips in play. Was a runaway train, and all of a sudden, pumped the brakes, but now we can attack Wilklow, who's second in chips.
So he stares down Wilklow's stack. Another option with the short stacks behind is available as well. He attacks. Kampen has 2 10s.
Wow. What a spot. This is pretty sickening for Kampen. He knows if he puts it in, he's getting called. You've also got Huang there, who's got less than 10 bigs.
Oh.
10's just too good for Kampen. Goes with it here. And it looks like he and Acevedo will collide once more. We see an ace and a 10 flung into the muck. And here we go again. 191 million in the middle. What a spin up this could be for Kampen.
Vamos, está fácil.
I got 2-9 of suit 4 times. What?
Vamos.
Maybe
If
for
the
money?
10s hold, it's basically a three-way tie at the top of the
Maybe.
leaderboard.
The way
If he
it should
wins.
be.
Folded both their outs.
Vamos.
Let's see 3. King 7-4. So
Vamos.
far, it's safe
Ace.
for Kampen.
Qué triste.
Turn card is a 5.
Vamos.
Only an ace or a queen will send us to our final 4. Would eliminate Kampen in the process. River card is a queen!
Let's go. Vamos.
Acevedo wins the flip in entertaining fashion,
Yeah, man.
and it sends Elliott Kampen home in 5th for a little bit more than $250,000. Almost had the super sick spin up.
Right on the river, the most painful spot. Great for TV, however. Kampen, you gotta be somewhat
Vamos,
happy with
por
a
ahí.
$250,000 and change,
No,
plus
you're-
those bounties he
Oh, I'm
collected along the way.
But
Acevedo opens here. Oh, this is a pretty one. Qualifier, as you would say, in the form of the ace-king.
No, they both are. Queen Jack off as well. Just some qualifiers happen to be better than others.
I'm all in again.
Yeah. Slam it home.
All in again.
Roughly 8
you
bigs,
count it,
certainly
please?
enough fold equity, but Acevedo wants a count anyway.
Yeah, push forward.
Push them forward.
Pushing forward, Mike will count it out.
$48 million.
48. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go, he says.
Oh, that's not a bad hand.
And we will go with the Queen Jack against the Ace King.
Hold it!
Cujota. Ascatinel.
Tujota. I like that.
WPT Global versus GG here.
Ascael. Cujota.
I'm Sean from Taiwan!
Vamos. Payout, demo number
Taiwan
1.
versus Costa Rica.
Vamos. Vienen. Está caliente.
Ace, 8-4, couple spades, so a couple backdoor draws are there for Acevedo.
Queen of spades.
But so far so good for Sean. Turn card
Whoa.
is a jack,
Oh, no,
and the
no,
door
no.
is
Hold on.
open
Not
for
like
Acevedo.
this, man. Not the running
Jack.
Queen Jack or
Vamos.
Jack Jack trick.
It will need to be a
Mamacita.
jack or a queen. And it is not. And we will stay four-handed in the 1500 deuce to 7. Oh, you heard the words all in. Came from Sean, who has 2 5s.
I get a count?
Yes, sir.
Mike Wilklow has asked for a count.
I think I'm gonna look you up. Guys.
Probably going to be putting the chips in, he says. Can't blame him with the ace-jack and the shove being for 10 bigs.
$84 million.
Call. Turn him over, please.
There is the call, and here we go. Huang all in and at risk. 2 5s against ace jack. This is WPT Global Fam. On their feet. And it comes ace 10 6. Good news for Wilklow.
Ooh,
The turn oh so close.
Red
but
two-sider.
it's a 4.
5. This must be a 5.
He says it must be a 5, but it is
Okay.
not.
Okay, quite well.
And that will do it for Huang. Quite a run in his first World Series of Poker. He's out in fourth
Bounty.
for almost $330,000.
Do you need lucky candy?
Outstanding result. Lucky candy now being distributed.
Nice. Respect.
It's got to be about the same thing.
Will Strelitz risk everything here?
He might.
All in.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Wilklow squeezing the ace-6 suited.
How much?
Asks for the count.
I guess I should look at the other cards so I'm not slow rolling you. I'm probably calling you. Yeah, whatever, I call.
Does make the call, the whatever call, and here we go. Wilklow ace-6 suited, Strelitz the ace-deuce off.
Thank you.
We'll chop about a third of the time.
No idea what the Club WPT Gold Group is rooting for. The dad certainly wants the deuce.
What a spot this is for Daniel Strelitz. Eligible for a $1 million bonus from Club WPT Gold if he wins this event. Down to 3, 200 million in the middle. 6 in the window,
hold up.
6, 5, 3.
Got out.
6 in the
up.
window is never good.
It's never good, but at least there remains some hope.
This could be a $2 million 4 if he can hit it.
My goodness. Can he find it on the turn? No. He will need it on the river, or we are down to heads up.
All right, so what'd you have?
What?
What'd you have?
I had ace-8 off with the ace of hearts.
Nice hand.
It was a hell, yeah, hell of a spot.
Talking
Yeah,
about
hell
a
of a
previous
spot,
hand,
sure.
and on this hand, we see a king on the river. A magical ride from Daniel Strelitz ends in third for about $430,000.
What a run. I'm
wanted
sure
to
he's
see
a
it.
little disappointed, to say the least. Massive score for Strelitz. We've gotten used to that time and time again for the scientist.
Are we holding?
Wilklow limps in, and Acevedo checks with the king-7. Queen 9-6, pair for Wilklow.
See what develops here, huh? Acevedo, type of hand that certainly could get creative. Does go check, check.
He does turn the open-ender, Wilklow, with the pair of 6s in the gutter.
Both players, hole cards interfering quite nicely with the board. Of course, Wilklow with the pair. But that jack is a very intriguing card that he possesses. Obviously, Jack 10 makes the nut straight.
Does call the 20 million chip bet. River 3. 70 million in the pot.
Acevedo started the party on the turn, betting 20 million, now 70 million out there. He knows king high is not good. How much pressure can we apply to these middling pairs?
100.
How about 100 million worth of pressure?
Over bet.
$100 million into 70.
Now decision time for Wilklow. Does he feel like that 6 is enough to make the call? We've got a jack in our hand, so we're blocking jack 10. Sometimes, though, when you're in these in-between spots, you might be better off turning your hand into a bluff rather than a call, just in case your opponent could be bluffing with better. Doesn't have that sort of demeanor like he's at all considering raise.
Right.
It looks like he's just deciding, can I make a hero call with jack 6? If he can find it, it would be heroic.
It would indeed be a sensational call. Would give him a huge lead in this heads-up battle. Can he find it with just 4th pair? Yes, he can.
Wow. Wow.
Nicely done, Mike Wilklow. Calls the overbet on the river with just 6s.
A critical, correct call from Wilklow at this final table. Maybe the best of the tournament. He now has a 3-1 chip lead.
The Minnesota fans roar their approval. With Queen Jack makes the call, Acevedo a premium. So he squeezes the Ace King suited.
Well, the price is certainly going up. But how much? Wilklow just limping in with Queen Jack off. Having a very covering stack.
Makes it 40.
With the 4x sizing. Wilklow's staring him down. I would assume just call.
He does do just that. Ace, queen, queen.
Oh my.
Trip queens for Wilklow. Trouble brewing for Acevedo. Starts with a jack.
Starts off right. Yeah, sort of those way ahead, way behind scenarios.
The turn is a jack. It's queens full for Wilklow.
His club. Flushes, straights get there. You're also concerned about 3 queens, let alone the house that we can see. Very important for Acevedo how he wants to approach this type of turn. We all know it's going to come down to a river decision.
Yeah. And on the turn, he will lead for 35 million. Wilklow just calls. There's 160 in the middle.
Yeah.
Acevedo about 150 behind.
To that end, Jeff, it seems like some sort of all-in altercation could occur.
And the river is
wow.
a 10, giving
Wow.
a no good straight to Acevedo.
Might be the worst card in the deck for Acevedo.
Just a cooler to end it.
Well, not necessarily. Is he going to go for value with this straight? If he does, how much? No, he's not, but he's still going to face a huge decision potentially for all of it. That stack to pot ratio SPR, you can see there's 160 million out there. Acevedo only has 150 and change.
How much if you're Mike Wilklow?
These guys are thinking levels upon levels deep.
Mullen.
He
Yeah,
goes for it all.
He does, and the problem now for Acevedo is there's a lot of bluffs. This is a perfect board for him to want to bluff and try and fold out ace X. But it's not the ace X, it is an actual straight. I don't think Acevedo can get away. I really don't. There's too many hands that Wilklow can turn into bluffs. This would be a mammoth fold.
It would be quite the fold.
If he can find it.
Good luck. He makes the call. The bracelet is Wilklow's.
He's a master of theory, but this goes well beyond theory. Can he find the instincts to tell him otherwise, to get away?
On the biggest stage in poker, can Acevedo find one of the biggest folds of his career?
Uh-oh. That usually means call. That usually means call.
And there is that call. Mike Wilklow has won his first World Series of Poker bracelet. There it is for the Golden Gopher.
Good, man. Good, man. You played great, man. You played really well, man. It's good playing with you.
Thank you.
That win comes with a cool
that's it.
$1 million. Second place finisher. Michael Acevedo, he wins more than 560K. Quite the battle, heads up.
Hey, listen, I know it's not what he wanted. Runner up.
No fucking
He
clue.
wants
Ace
that
king, I
title, but it's a $500,000 score. He's made his mark here at Live Poker.
Second place out of almost 20,000 entries. Not too shabby. The spotlight is now on Mike Wilklow.
Had a full house.
The biggest score of his career by a mile. How about 2x his career live tournament earnings? His name is on top of the final results, which are presented by True Classic. Acevedo in second. Daniel Strelitz had a chance to pull off a massive score. He finishes in third for almost 430K. Huang, Elliott Kampen, Wesley and Linda
He's
Ngo.
out there, Wesley, playing cash.
I'm
Jeff.
sure he is.
I see him.
They're rounding out our final table. Quite the final table that it was. And it ends with the bracelet being delivered to this man, Mike Wilklow. Yeah, hold it up. Be proud of it.
Oh,
It's bracelet
yeah.
number 1. Oh, that's a beauty.
It's
That
a
is
Gophers day.
the absolute dream for the software engineer out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He comes out on top of this super entertaining, action-packed final table. Acevedo had a chance, made a run at it, and came up just short. What a final table. What an event here at the World Series of Poker, and it did indeed crown 3 millionaires, including our newest World Series of Poker bracelet winner, Mike Wilklow. For our entire crew, for Brent Hanks, I'm Jeff Platt. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time at the 2025 World Series of Poker. Good night.